It's time to go on patrol now with CHP Officer David Singer.
Officer Singer is joining us now to talk about the Move Over, Slow Down law. Thank you very much for being here. Appreciate your time.
Thanks for having me as always.
Okay, so what is the Move Over, Slow Down law?
Basically, it's designed to protect people that are doing emergency work or repair work alongside the freeway. Okay. So it applies only to the freeway. That's an important thing to note. It's not on the highway or anything like that, but on the freeway, that's a controlled freeway, right? So
what's the difference between a freeway and a highway?
The freeway is completely controlled. There's no cross traffic on a freeway.
Okay.
Right? So if you think about it, there's always an overpass or an underpass. There's on ramps and off ramps. So it's a controlled area with fencing along it so that pedestrians can't get on.
Like some parts of the old 99 where, you know, in the more rural areas, you know, you have traffic crossing over. So that's the difference there.
Exactly. That's a highway code. Yeah. Good point. Good point.
Okay, so when we see lights behind us and they're not pulling us over, we need to pull over to let them pass.
Actually, the law we're talking about today is if they're on a stop already. Let's say the officer is on a stop, or let's say there's a collision alongside the road, or maybe there's a tow truck that's recovering a vehicle that broke down alongside the road, and they have their amber warning lights on, right? So if the patrol vehicle has its amber warning lights on, or the tow truck does, or a Caltrans vehicle that's working and doing construction. In that case, you're supposed to, if it's safe to do so, that's important, move over one lane, so you give them that one lane of space, that safety zone, or go ahead and slow down, you know, just slow down a little bit. It's important that the vehicle has to be stationary. So if you see one of those guys out there cleaning alongside the freeway, they have their amber warning lights on, but they're rolling, they're moving, so that doesn't count. But if someone's stopped and stationary, they need to move over a little bit.
Okay.
Now, how long ago was this law passed?
It first was passed in 2007. So we saw a need, right?
Yeah.
California saw a need that it's really dangerous out there. Because let's face it, our eyes guide our hands, right? Our eyes guide our hands. So if you're driving along the road and you see something off to the side of the road, your natural tendency is kind of drift towards it a little bit. It's natural. Everyone does it, right? But it doesn't have to be very far if someone's changing a tire or someone's working a traffic collision out there. So the idea is this makes an awareness, right? And it makes an awareness. You're not supposed to be looking at that accident or whatever. You need to move over. And by thinking that process, I need to move over, slow down, that makes the driver aware of the situation. Instead of just cruising along on autopilot, thinking about where they need to go, they become aware of the situation. They slow down and move over. So it gets you back in your driving mode.
Okay.
Think of it that way.
Okay. All right. That makes perfect sense. Now, big weekend. You talked about it last week, but please remind us about this torch run.
Yeah, Special Olympics Torch Run is this Saturday. It's going to start at 8 a.m. at Chancey Park. And we're running that beautiful 8.4 miles all the way to the doghouse. It's going to be a lot of fun. I encourage everyone to come out there, run with me. I need the help. I need encouragement. So, you know, you don't have to be a super runner. Our pace is actually, you know, very moderate. Maybe like 10 miles an hour, 11 miles an hour. That's all we're doing. We have like a couple rest stops on the way. We're going to get some water and recharge our batteries. But we really want to bring awareness about Special Olympics out there and support these athletes. These are great people out there working really hard.
And tell us again where they're going.
Oh, well.
The big Special Olympics.
The big Special Olympics down in LA this year, that is correct. Yeah, the international one, right? So everybody's coming from all around the world to compete right here in California. Fantastic opportunity for everybody. Just go watch it if nothing else. It's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah.
Okay. Officer Singer, thank you very much for being here. Appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
If you would like to watch this segment again, watch past On Patrol segments, or find a link to the CHP website, just log on to kmph.com. Click the On Patrol tab from the Great Day drop-down menu.